I grew up in a world, in a family, in a situation where if you stood out, if you were too happy, they would try to bring you down, make you as unhappy as everybody else. How much of actually what is in your world right now that you think doesn't allow you to be happy is not even yours? There's so many things out there that will actually add to your happiness. What do you want to choose? What's possible for you to choose? How much fun would it be for you to choose? It's a very interesting thing to reach out to people all around the world and have them connected to this thing, and to realize that we actually have that reach, that we actually have that ability, that my sense is it's actually who we are. So my question to you is, what is actually possible for you to recognize there's a different energy available, different way that you can be, different way that you can live, and actually realize that happiness is within your grasp now more than it ever has been before. See what we could do to give you the awareness that happiness is truly a choice you have available now. Because here's the thing, if you can choose it now with the world feeling like it's falling apart, what else is possible? Because here's the deal, if you can choose happiness now, you can choose it at any point. Because right now the world there are a lot of people in the world that are looking at things as though they're highly negative and the world is falling apart. And so let me ask you this, what happiness is available for you to choose now that was never possible before? What happiness is available to you now more than ever that you haven't yet acknowledged or chosen? Here's one of the things I've been aware of for a very long time. Your point of view creates your reality. Reality does not create your point of view. That, one of the other things I've been aware of for a very long time, is 98% of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your points of view, and the crap that goes through your head is not yours. If you put those two together, you may realize that a lot of the points of view you've been having about things are not yours, and they've been creating a reality that is not yours. What? If you've ever thought of using this amazing access consciousness tool, which is, who does this belong to? If you ask, who does this belong to? And the heaviness, the insanity, the drama lightens up it all. It's not yours. Just return it to whoever it belongs to with consciousness attached, and you don't have to live with it anymore. How does it get any better than that? How much of the insanity and hysteria going around, how much of actually what is in your world right now that you think doesn't allow you to be happy is not even yours? What's weird is I grew up in a world, in a family, in a situation where if you stood out, if you were too happy, they would try to bring you down, make you as unhappy as everybody else. Being happy at this time, it's wonderful because so many people are saying thank you. So what if this is also the time to go beyond what you learned from your family, the time to actually go beyond what you learned from all the things that occurred when you were growing up, the time to go beyond what you bought as real and true that is less than you, the time to go beyond anything that doesn't allow you to be happy just because you like to be happy more than unhappy. And what if it's okay finally for you to just be happy because you like to be happy? What if you didn't even have to have a reason for it? How happy are you that you're not acknowledging? What are 3 things that you've done that unexpectedly made you happy? Write down a list of as many things you can think of, at least 3. That when you do them, you get unexpectedly happy. For me, one of the things is bars. One of the others is body processes. Another one is going running. Another one is sort of working out of any form. Another one is being out in nature. Another one is going in the sun. There's so many things that if we would choose to acknowledge it could make us happy. What are the sources of happiness that are available for you that you haven't yet acknowledged? One of the other things I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look at what you do, like sort of the stuff that you watch. If you're somebody who actually has time to watch TV or Netflix or Prime Video or whatever the heck it is, or YouTube videos or whatever, what is it you watch? When you watch it, do you get happier or do you get more embroiled in the trauma and drama? There are certain things that are like, I don't know whether it's violent or something like that, where you walk away and you're like, oh, that was kind of interesting. Okay, cool. And then there's certain things that are way too close to what's really going on in reality that you walk away kind of like, oh, I feel heavier. And then I made this choice. I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to watch something, for the most part, I'm going to watch something that makes me lighter. Now, I don't do it always, and that's weird even saying that, because if you realize what's true for you makes you lighter, and a lie for you makes you heavier, why are you not choosing to watch things that make you lighter? Why are you not choosing to have conversations that make you lighter? What if none of that shit was relevant to your life? I will tell you, none of it is relevant to your happiness, okay? Guaranteed, none of it is relevant to your happiness. I'm going to say that one more time. None of it is relevant to your happiness. So how much have you been choosing that is not relevant to your happiness while saying you desire to get happy, while thinking you need to stay connected into the trauma and drama of the cesspool of this reality, while desiring to be happy while not choosing to be happy because you stay connected to the things that make you unhappy, as though you need to be aware of those things that make you unhappy so you can finally get to the place where you're actually happy. There's so many things out there that will actually add to your happiness. Making a comment, even like something that's actually true that somebody else hasn't thought about before, one sentence you say may change the whole world for the greater, because they'll go, oh my God, yes, that's possible, and it changes the possibilities for their world. One sentence you say can take somebody from here to here in a world of possibilities. A lot of people equate happiness with unawareness and stupidity. Why? Because most people's point of view of, I can only be happy if I'm not aware of the insanity of the world. I can only be happy if I'm not aware of unhappy people. I can only be if I cut out my awareness of the suffering that people choose and all that sort of stuff. Well, what if you could be totally aware of that, in total allowance of all of that, and still choose to be happy, realizing that that's a gift to anybody who may want a different possibility, even if they're choosing unhappiness right now? What do you want to choose? What's possible for you to choose? How much fun would it be for you to choose? To have something that is like, wow, okay, yep, I get it. I have all this awareness. I have all this stuff of what a lot of people are choosing. But instead of that, instead of having to choose the way they're choosing, what if it's just a temporary thing that they're choosing because they think they have to? Yep, I get they're choosing it, but I'm actually going to be a source and a contribution for something else. I'm actually going to be a space of something else. Number one, it's funner for me. Number two, it's funner for the people I'm directly connected to. Number three, it's funner and lighter for everybody that I talk to. And number four, it's actually funner and more of a contribution for the earth. If the earth had enough happy people, it could change everything. So what choice do we have to choose happiness right now that we have not been acknowledging or choosing because it's not part of this reality, it's beyond it? Did you feel free before this was going on? Or did you still feel suppressed? How many moments of suppression have you had in your life? Like, how much of your day have you felt suppressed? How much of your life have you felt suppressed? What if our reach actually could reach around the world? We could walk upon the planet in a way that would not diminish the planet by our presence, but make it greater with every step.